One of the biggest challenges that they've been facing is that for many years they were really focused on traditional IT. So something's broken, I need it fixed. What the universities are now starting to do is focus more on how do I service the huge swathe of students that I've got coming in. So that's everything from accommodation requests, it's finance requests, it's well-being, mental health. For them to compete in the global market for students, they have to provide these extra services. And so this is where ServiceNow is really coming into play to be able to provide that workflow that's outside the traditional IT.
One example would be where we've started implementing or just finished implementing IT support for students and for staff, leveraging the CSM module.
We even had that example the other day where there was a student who was on campus coming home from a night out, and they actually found a dog on campus, and they were like, what do we do with this? And they logged a ticket on their portal to say, who deals with this? And so this is where ServiceNow is really coming into play to be able to provide that workflow that's outside the traditional IT.
Being specific to the university market, the university is very different to other commercial organisations where you've really got to cater to the academic year, where there's fluxes and demand and peaks and troughs, and that also, really drains the university in terms of their resources and when people are available to do testing, when people are available for workshops. So what we've really had to learn to do with our offering is become super flexible and catering to that within the project plan, and tackling it head on and being really transparent early on to deliver a successful project. So each time we do it, we get more and more successful as we go through those sort of transitions.
So apart from the technical challenges that we've talked about and some of the use cases, one of the biggest challenges that we found with universities is them finding implementation partners who speak the same language that they do. It's not an implementation that's going into a bank or a traditional corporate environment. It's different language that we need to use. So when we first started working with education customers, we struggled a little. It took us a little time to learn that language, but now we've done so many of these implementations where we're going in and we're talking that language, and we're actually suggesting to universities things that, especially around the student experience, that they hadn't even thought about.
Yeah.
Because we talk the same language, we've definitely been addressing in the last few implementations we're working on.